Hello, everyone. Let us know if you can hear us.
I was laughing at whoever's comment was me in the back with sunglasses on, and I was like, little do they know, I'm already wearing sunglasses today.
Spooky.
Not for that reason, though.
Because she's hungover.
No. I did wear them for a specific reason, actually. I wore them because Alex and I have been dabbling with, but trying to get back into Love Island UK.
Yes.
It's just hard doing both, but I made strides last night, and Ekansu has been wearing these with Davide.
Davide.
Babe.
I take back what I said about him. He's funny.
I love watching him.
He's hilarious.
I'm in Ekansu having a cuddle.
Hilarious.
Adorable.
Welcome back to After the Island. It
Welcome.
is turn your textbooks to chapters 4 and 5 because that's what we're reviewing today.
Oh, you're right. Episode 4 and 5. I wish I could read the chat. I also broke my phone this weekend, you guys, so I have no phone. So I can't read the chat. I can't write in the chat.
Also, all of my devices are being currently used. You should see the setup around us. It is truly
The amount of cords.
a wild ride. I keep tripping over everything, and I'm like, fuck.
I just punched the mic.
Good. Shout out to the podcast listeners for that. Someone forgot their textbook. If you see me looking over, I can read the chat from my computer, but I can't type. It's a whole thing. Anyway, moving on.
We've got some special stuff for you guys
We
today.
do. Let's just take a look at how groovy we are. Look at that. We don't have our Elizabeth and Alex cam set up. We have a few pictures and infographics that we want to show you.
Yep.
And for the podcast listeners, we'll do our best to explain it. Elizabeth will, because I will forget.
Yeah, right now we're just looking at all the hunk of a squad of men. Boys.
What's up, boys?
The Love Island boys.
Yes.
All chilling together.
I just thought that was a hilarious photo.
I do want to touch on, Jesse is his name? No, sorry. Tyler, the new guy that came in with his surfer hair. Some of the guys' comments were so freaking funny. When they all, one by one, came into the kitchen to see him.
We should have kept a running tally or, like, quotes of what they said about his hair.
Quotes. Some of them were so funny.
Like, it's from Tarzan to that man's got a nice set of hair.
Yeah, someone goes, Tyler's got his hair products on point. I was like, that is so funny.
Honestly.
They were all so nice to him, though.
Yeah.
Like, every guy went up, like, shook his hand, gave him a hug, whatever. Like, I loved seeing the welcoming.
Because they were threatened.
Probably. But honestly, from afar, Tyler seemed way more of a threat. And then I think once you kind of saw his personality, he's not super outgoing, to be honest.
He's very chill.
Yeah, he comes across kind of flat on camera, I'm not going to lie. But yes, he is beautiful. So that shock value, they got exactly what they wanted as like sticking him in as a bombshell.
Yeah. He gave me very, like, he lives a very
Tarzan.
chill life, surfs, and just wants to be free. Run around naked.
Another quote I texted Alex as I'm live watching this. My type is successful surfers. Deb said this.
Yes.
That is hilarious. Because when you think, like, Alex and I live in California, per se, and all these guys out here are such, like, surfer dudes, and I feel like that's such a type you could have. Like, oh, I'm into surfer bros. But it's funny that she added in successful surfers.
Successful?
Like, what it defines a successful surfer? I would love to ask her more about this.
Money.
I know, but does it mean, like, this surfer man has a 9-to-5 job? Does it mean that he is grinding when he's not surfing? Does it mean that he literally just works and surfs? Like, I want to know, like, what she means by that, because it's hilarious. Oh, does she mean
because
that?
I think she said pro athletes and what did she say? Successful surfers. Like, I think that she was kind of honing in, like, I love professional athletes, but, like, professional surfers. You know what I mean?
She didn't say professional. She said successful.
No, she said successful, but...
Because I feel like surfers get a rep that they're, like, bummy.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard to become a really successful surfer, but what do I know? I've never tried.
I thought that was so funny. My other side note was just Zeta runs the villa.
Oh, my gosh.
She totally does. And I say this because she was so smart. So Tyler comes in, everyone gets a little shook, and she's like, girls, even if we're not into him, no one gives that away right away. Like, we all need to kind of act like we're into him. That's when she did her I'm a cop a little feel thing, give him a little squeeze. And she was like, everyone needs to look like we're, like, dying over this new guy. Like, we're all freaking out for the day. Like, everyone needs to be stressed out. And that is so the move.
Yes, it totally is. It was... Zeta is quickly becoming, and I don't want to be like biased, but she is quickly becoming my favorite in the villa.
Oh, 100%.
She just brings this hilarity and this warm, but not like bitchy at all. She's just there to have fun and find love, and I am so here for her.
Totally.
So then the kissing, well, we're jumping to, like, you know, the main points, the kissing challenge.
Yeah, I feel like that's what came up next.
This was the kissing challenge, and this photo just killed me because the boys just look defeated. They just look absolutely defeated.
So funny. This is before they're about to go one by one into it? Like, did the girls just go?
I don't remember if the girls or guys went first, but let's go to our next slide because these were the scores of the boys kissing challenge, and the winner was Timmy, and everyone was so shocked.
Oh, I know. Oh, so that's what I was gonna ask you. I feel like you really couldn't tell who it was. Like, they must have really blindfolded you, because I remember, like, recalling when we did this, I knew who was kissing me at what point, but they really seemed to not know.
Yeah,
How do you not know, though?
But I don't know, but they were saying, like, is there a new man in the villa?
Yeah, they were all confused because they were like, who is this? Like, they were getting things confused, and someone thought that someone was Tyler or that Timmy was Isaiah. Like, everyone was all backwards about who it was.
Yeah. That's like when we did it, and Eric and I was just like, oh my god, that guy was so smooth. Who was that? I don't think I knew it was him.
Now that I think of it, I don't think I really kissed anybody, so maybe that's why I didn't know.
It wasn't a full-blown relationship at that point, so we had to, like, kiss Zach's arm. But anyway, Timmy was the winner, and Felipe was a very close second.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I mean, I expect that from Felipe. Like, he just gives off sexual energy. And him and Courtney, they both just have this sexual fire. Oh. I actually really like them together.
Same. Watching this challenge on this season, I thought to myself, we've seen this challenge on the UK, we've seen this challenge repeated in the US. I thought this was the most, like, well done of this challenge that we've seen, because everyone was so funny, everyone went full out, and everyone's descriptions after were hilarious.
The descriptions were good, but it's weird because I kind of had the opposite thought. I thought that
do you remember Shannon doing it?
Yeah, but, like, I thought on Peacock they might make it a little longer, because I feel like they did that montage instead of just showing the whole thing, which I get it's a long thing and a long process, but it's kind of fun to watch it in real time, like,
right,
not in a montage.
Not clipped of it, like, the full.
So I was surprised because I thought that, but they were getting handsy, like grabbing asses.
I saw, it was like, whoa, some lower back
I'm
feels.
jealous. This looks great.
Looked so fun.
And then we got to the girls. This is scoreboard.
Wait, I have to say one thing about the guys.
Yeah.
I died a little that everyone rated Isaiah so bad. Did you notice that he was significantly lower than everyone else?
Wait, let's go back to his thing. I forget what it was.
So his score is
54.
Was it? It wasn't then. Who ranked the lowest?
It was Jesse, and they were saying it was like kissing like this.
Ew.
I call that the turtle. When you get a turtle kiss, it's
the lizard.
It's the kiss of death.
We called that the lizard, and there was a lizard in our high school.
That's the kiss of death. If you kiss like that, you're not getting another one.
Oh, absolutely not.
I can promise you that. But I do agree. I thought Isaiah would be higher up just because he comes off as he has so much swag.
He gives, like, the little e-boy,
yes,
like, I'm sexual, whatever.
Yeah.
And come on.
I know. I was shocked.
I thought he was gonna be like making out with everyone's like neck, biting somebody's ear. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you know what was also really sad, Andy? I can't. Like, everyone was just ripping on him. And him in the beach hut. I should have grabbed those photos or that video. It was so funny. He was doing all these like weird hand motions, like. And I was like, Andy, please stop. Please stop doing that. It's making it worse.
He definitely made it worse. I was like, ugh.
I'm shocked. They made it seem like Andy was the lowest, but if you look at the scoreboard, he wasn't. Yeah, no, Jesse was.
I also would have thought that Isaiah was on the lower.
Maybe Andy was the turtle. I don't know. Either way, I think it was Jesse, from what I can see.
I don't remember who was the turtle, but I do remember there was one.
And then we have the girls.
I can't say that without.
No, it makes me sick.
Like, almost throwing up. But like,
I've kissed a few turtles, and it's really just
never
ever spoken to them again.
I have maybe one.
It's not something you really want to experience in this lifetime. All right, so then we have the girls.
I love that the girls treat this like it's a competition.
They
all do. I mean, they all do. Everybody wants the title. Out. But like, we didn't treat it like it was a competition, and it is fully a competition. It's not even a game at this point. It's a competition.
I thought we were. I think we were scared. Yeah. I think because it was they did this so early on too in the season.
Yeah.
By the time we did it,
it was like so
everyone was coupled up, and it was really awkward.
Yeah. I wish they had done this right away too. It would have been so fun.
It's like kissing your brother at that point.
Yeah. Ew. You're already like, yeah.
Yeah. So the girls, Val won.
Yeah. I mean,
this is like the kiss of death again.
Oh yeah. If you win a challenge, you get sent home. Mm-hmm.
I swear that was a thing on our season. I don't remember past seasons, but
I think we said it on a couple other past seasons too.
It's like this curse of Love Island. If you win a challenge like this and you're single, you're going home.
I love that you have the winner on the top of the scoreboard.
Yes, like they have a shout out to Love Island Tea for giving me this idea. They have the greatest content. If you haven't followed them, I love you. The girls, like, I was shocked. Someone did mention Courtney being the worst.
I was like, Courtney scored the lowest?
Courtney scored the lowest.
I think she has the lowest score out of the entire group as well. Like, the guys significantly rated the girls lower than the girls rated the guys.
Yeah, they didn't want to boost their ego.
The girls should have been, I feel like actually it is a flirting tactic to boost a guy's ego, because then he likes coming around you more if you kind of stroke his ego.
Well, it's also easier for a guy to get a higher thing because he can, like, touch you. Like, yeah, it's not the same when girls go in for the kiss and are blindfolded.
All I can think of is Shannon. She really went for it.
She killed that challenge. She is the queen of that challenge.
Did we have anyone that went into it like that? I feel like Zeta brought a lot of energy like that.
Yeah, no, I just whatever she does, I support it. I just get behind her energy at all times.
And I'm guessing Sydney must have done really well because her lips are huge.
And she said that she always gets complimented on how good of a kisser she is, and so did Val. And Val clearly was a great kisser because she won.
So when someone said that, all I could think of was like, I don't know the last time someone has told me like you're a great kisser. So I'm like, does this mean I'm bad?
No, I don't know.
I feel like that's not a normal compliment to give someone.
I don't know who they're making out with.
Yeah, I'd rather have a different compliment.
Yeah.
Than that, if I'm gonna like be accepting compliments from someone.
They text you and they're like, "You're a really good."
Like,
kisser.
You know what? Like, last night was great, but the make out was my favorite.
The make out was amazing.
Making out with you was amazing.
I would be like, so true.
I would be like, ew. Like, what about everything else?
Everyone's like, no, that would be so awkward. So then we kind of go forward. I mean, we didn't really talk about the Jessie situation that unfolded.
Yes. This was before the kissing challenge.
It was.
I wish they had edited it so it looked awkward with Val and Jessie having to make out. But she should have just given like a little smack and a smooch.
Maybe it was before. I don't know. At this point, you guys, the chronological situations are just not my...
I believe it was before.
So anyway, Jesse had made the decision that he wanted Deb.
I feel like he didn't even get to publicly make this decision before Val could come right up to him in the treehouse and confront him and be like, you're done.
As she should. I respected her so hard for that.
Yeah.
Because I do think that he was definitely playing around a little bit and getting nervous, maybe to hurt someone's feelings. I don't know. But it was very odd because he was saying the same things to both of them, which just is so uncomfy.
And here's the thing. He totally was. Totally him in the wrong, a million times over. But does he just, like, not know how to talk to women? So that's why he was saying the same things? Because just based on, like, the way his family and his friends write about him on his Instagram, obviously I have to go check it out to see, like, how much hate people are getting, because that always makes me nervous. / is like, whoa. Scary.
Stop sending hate.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. We gotta monitor and make sure, like, that's not happening. But
we can make fun, just don't send hate.
Yeah, but all his friends were like, we can't believe he's doing this. Jesse would not mean it like this. And I think it's just because he probably isn't that experienced about talking with women. And you can even see he's immature because he's not straight up with Val, because he gets anxiety about it.
Yep, and it brings it back to the emotional intelligence.
It does.
Most people that, including us, when we were casted, our emotional intelligence was probably at a -1. Because it's really hard, yet again, to talk about how you feel and look someone in the eyes and dead ass be like, I don't like you. And yes, I will never forget when Michael came out to me for a second chance. They never put it on TV because it was so awkward. And I was just like, Michael, I don't know how else to say this, but, like, I just don't like you. And I've never said that to anyone in my whole entire life. I usually just ghost them, which is really bad of me too. I'm doing better. But it's really hard. It is. And so I think what was throwing me off is the way that Jesse communicated to Val compared to Deb was drastically different to me, not in what he was saying, but the way he was saying it. Totally. I texted you saying, how many times is this man saying fucking in his sentences when talking to Val? I fucking so like you. I'm really fucking happy to be with you. I'm fucking happy to sleep in a bed. Like, it was almost as if that was his grab word, like how we use like. He just, and I don't know if it was like a hard ass approach because Val comes off as like a bad bitch, and it didn't come across that way when I see him and Deb talk.
Right. Honestly, some of that is just, like, a little much for me. Like, I'm all for, like, the swearing, the more raunchiness, fun, but sometimes I watch and I'm like, okay, this is a little bit much.
Yeah, it's in every sentence.
Like I was like, whoa.
I have a sailor's mouth, but yeah, at that point I was like,
not have a sailor's mouth like that, though.
No, that's what I'm saying, but maybe it's a nervous, like, tick or something. Yeah.
Or maybe, like,
I'm wondering
the producers told them to, like, vamp up the swear words. So, like, remember, guys, you can swear. And then everyone was like, all right, should I just start, like, inserting swear words every other word?
Yeah, I know. I really do think that might have been. It kind
of felt like that all of a sudden. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. So, the situation ended up Deb and Jesse. So, yeah. I did think that we'll go to the dates with Tyler. Mm-hmm. So, they didn't really say if America voted.
No, but he picked.
But I saw that it was a vote.
No, he picked.
It was a vote.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he picked because he even said to Serenity, he was like, but I saved the best for last.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
He said, I saved.
Can anyone confirm in the chat if this was a vote? Because I'm pretty sure it was. Silence. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so he went on a date with Val, and I just thought that their personalities were one and the same.
Oh, yeah. It felt very the same.
Chill, like, it was chill, but it wasn't like that they were so sexually attracted to each other that they wanted to rip each other's clothes off, essentially.
Yeah, I actually felt like I didn't see any chemistry between Val and Tyler on the date. And I felt like it was a dead giveaway that, like, he was going to be gravitating towards Serenity more.
Okay, it wasn't a vote. It wasn't a vote. The vote is for the siblings that we will get to.
Yeah.
So
he picked.
So he picked.
Yeah.
So he picked Val.
He did.
And Serenity.
He purposely told Serenity I saved, I was more excited to be with you on a date, so I saved you for last.
Which I was so pleasantly surprised because I didn't think Serenity was going to like him.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm happy she does.
I liked their date and what he was telling her. I'm like, I hate when I say that because I'm like, men. But she seemed so happy and they seemed to click and it seemed easy. And he was saying that, how it was so easy and you didn't have to think. It wasn't like pulling teeth. And that's the best possible outcome from a date.
Yes. And I liked that he said, I didn't expect this. Like, I didn't expect to like you because I feel like Love Island, you hit all these judgments and preconceived notions of like ways you think people are going to be, and then you just meet people and you're like, you know what, I actually do like you. Like, there was so many people that I thought like, oh, I'm not going to like this person, or oh, I won't, like, even on a friend level or watching, and then you end up liking them. And I feel like that's like kind of part of how the show goes. So it's kind of cute that we got to see that right away of like someone that was wrong about somebody.
Yes. So that was great.
I feel like he also gave her that like confidence boost that she's been needing. Like, she seemed very detached from the villa a little bit. Like, she was fading out. I thought maybe we'd see her going home soon, to be honest. And then this just brought her right back into it.
Yeah, she was... I want to pull some of her quotes because she was being so funny.
She was like a Lana.
Everything that was coming out of her mouth had me in stitches.
Like, absurd, random things that you just know, like, there's even more than we're getting.
So I'm happy for her. I'm really happy that date went well. And then the whole Andy, Isaiah, Sydney of it all
happened so fast.
Where did this come from?
It happened so fast. I was like, wait, what?
I am so confused. Also, I forget the word she used, but I was like, you're trying to say Captain America. She was like, this American man. I forget.
Oh yeah, she was like,
I was like, Captain
Mr. America.
Yes.
Mr. USA.
Yes.
He's like, I'm like, what, just like an all-American guy? Like, I'm so confused what she was
Captain
trying to
America.
say.
He's like very clean cut. He looks like Chris Evans, Captain America.
I take back that I said, last episode I was like, you know what? I don't hate Andy. I like watching Andy. I take it back again. I'm taking it back again. Now I'm like, all right, this guy drives me nuts all over again. After I was starting to like him. And now I'm like, you know what? You suck.
I'm kind of vibing for him bringing all of the drama that we needed.
Totally. I love watching him. I don't want him to get sent home, but like, he fully sucks.
So essentially, he took Sydney up somewhere. It must have been because it wasn't in view, right?
Yeah, it was like hidden nook.
Yeah, and they were talking about how much they like each other, and he was saying that he and Maddie. I'm really bad. My mom's gonna correct me. Maddie and him. He and Maddie, I don't know. He wants to see more of her and like a quirky side. He's not seeing that. I'm like, my guy, she's been there for 2 days.
She does seem very soft-spoken though. Very sweet and
I haven't really seen her.
I think that's why we don't see a lot of her.
Yeah.
She's very soft and sweet.
And it just blows my mind. So he pulled Sydney in for a kiss. And I was like, wait, does Isaiah know about this?
I was going to say, what happened to the, like, Love Island rules where you have to be like, hey, so I'm interested in so-and-so, so I'm going to even talk to them to get to know them more.
There are no rules.
There is no rules.
There are no rules. Buck wild.
Buck wild.
Go to the dictionary, look up Buck wild.
Even the UK, too, like, they still go up to people and they're like, hey, I want to see if I vibe with them. I'm just going to pull them for a conversation or a chat.
Yeah.
They didn't even do that.
I'm wondering.
Right for a kiss on top of that.
I'm curious if this is Sydney pulling away because she notices that because she was saying that she pulls away when she starts to like a guy and she'll ghost them or if they do something like what he said that we don't know what he said to her, Isaiah. So she's kind of like,
feels like
fuck
this is
it.
her payback or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be that.
But they kissed. And then they walked down so awkward. And, of course, the camera panned to Isaiah doing, like, a face.
So they knew before the recoupling that they had just made out?
I don't know. It could have been a cut from earlier,
you know? I need to know. Something tells me, like, the villa kind of knew before, but yet some of the reactions were so surprised but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you must sense it a little bit before. But we really didn't know. Like, watching, I was like, okay, well, we just watched them make out. I bet he switches his mind or changes who he's coupled up with. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, I want to know what the Islanders know.
Right. Someone said, fuck rules on Peacock.
Yeah, there are no rules.
They said the Islander handbook, gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, essentially, that was kind of the big points that happened. And then I was just absolutely baffled. I had to go back and watch it again because I was so confused where this started and ended.
Isaiah's speech.
So awkward. Let's get there. I'll pull up.
Oh, we do have.
So, we get to the recoupling.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is
what
where it shakes out
to be? What were your predictions?
I thought Serenity was going to be going home, but this was before I got to see her interact with Tyler. So once I had seen her interest in Tyler and his with her, I knew it would be Val going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first, we have our new couple, Courtney and Felipe, which was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Their chemistry is great. I want to see more of them. They have cute little chats that are endearing.
I know, and I need like more people we have been introducing people pretty quickly into the villa, but I need someone that's going to kind of challenge these two a little because I want to know if either will turn their head quickly.
I think both of them will.
You do?
They talk about like their sexual attraction and the tension.
So you think they'll both turn quickly to someone else?
Yeah, I don't know if sexual tension is enough to keep people together unless they actually form this great bond, which they might while they're in a couple, sleeping in bed, pillow talk. Then we have front runners, I'm not going to lie. Zeta and Timmy Swerve.
Timmy Swerve. I honestly like them both so much individually too. Like, I don't even just like them as a couple. I like them both individually. So then it just puts them in this power couple position now.
Yep. They just seem like mom and dad of the villa. I want to be their child.
They each hold their own as like such a ruler of the villa that together it makes them even more unstoppable. And I really don't see either of them turning their heads.
No, I don't either. I don't want to speak too soon. Then we have the shocking
I thought couple. You said shocking. And
shocking.
I was like, no.
Shocking.
All right, watching them couple up, Sydney looked like she was gonna eat his face off. What did you see? Like this clip of them side by side. It was showing Maddie's face, like pissed off and kind of just like, ugh, like this sucks. Like she looked like she might like shed a tear, might start crying. Like she was like uncomfy. And Sydney was like, you know the meme of the Grinch where his smile like goes up to his eyes?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. And her lips looked so big. It was like an inner tube. Like, I looked like she had just gotten her filler touched up, even though she didn't. But maybe she was swollen or something. But I was like, oh my god, she literally looks like she's about to suck his entire face off and his soul.
I missed that. But I'm wondering, do you think that he told Maddie before?
No.
You think she was surprised?
Yeah, she looked like she knew, but he didn't tell her. So she looked like you disrespected me, is like what she looked like.
Also, a close-up on her, she's beautiful. All of the girls in the villa are stunning, but
so pretty.
Holy crap. Okay, next, the one we didn't see coming, Isaiah and Maddie.
So once the two of them coupled up, and Isaiah's speech, the giveaway was, he was like, nice people seem to always get fucked over, nice people get screwed over. So I was like, oh, he's picking Maddie.
Yeah,
because she just gives off the little,
he was talking about himself.
He was, but I think he also was saying, like, that's why I'm picking who I'm picking, and I think that's why he picked Maddie instead of Val, because he felt like Maddie got screwed over. Like, Val didn't get screwed over. Like, Val had a chance. Maddie just out of nowhere gets, like, blindsided and almost sent home, so I think that's why he chose to keep Maddie there.
Got it.
This is me just interpreting
no,
it.
Yeah,
I could be totally wrong.
No, and I was shocked, too, because I thought that him and Val had something, because they were interested in each other in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it kind of died off.
Wait, who was interested?
Isaiah and Val.
Oh yeah, that definitely died off.
Because I guess like he just went back to Sydney.
I think she was just way too bold for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that, sorry, this is going back to Sydney and Andy, but I think Sydney is going to walk all over Andy.
I hope she does.
She has such a powerful personality in a good way, and I really actually love her. And Andy seems like this sweet little man that's just about to get stomped all over.
Oh, totally. Honestly, I love watching Andy. I love watching Sydney. I think they are perfect contenders for this show, entertaining as
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, totally. I'm totally here for watching them.
And then our
cuties
newest couple, Serenity and Tyler.
They're like Disney people. Like, they each look like a Disney, like, princess and a Disney prince.
Yes, you're so right.
Like, they look like a Disney couple.
I love them. I'm rooting for them. I hope Tyler isn't a boy.
I don't see him being like that, honestly.
Me neither, but all I keep hearing
was so...
Why did he say that thing in his intro then? Do you think they made him say it because it was so cringy?
Wait, what did he say? Yes, his whole intro, like, you could tell he didn't write.
I walk into a bar and a girl has a boyfriend. She doesn't by the end of the night.
After watching him for even 2 seconds, I can almost, like, promise you that he's never said that in his life. He seems so... awkward, maybe is the word? I don't know. Just no. He's not a, what is the word I'm looking for? Not even homewrecker. He's just not a, like...
Alpha man.
Alpha. That's exactly what I'm looking for. He's not alpha.
He looks it.
Remember how Carrington, like, his entire season was like, I'm alpha,
yes.
I'm alpha, and, like, he
never
was
forget.
not alpha at all. Until maybe the end, he was a little bit alpha. But, like, it was like, dude, you're not alpha. This is, like, this example. This guy looks like he would be alpha.
He does look like he would be alpha.
But he is not an alpha at all. At all.
Okay. I like that. I'm glad you said that because I would think, like, I go back to his intro. It's ingrained in my brain.
Zero shot. I want to ask him when he comes off the show if he actually said that, and I can guarantee he did not.
Amazing. Like, let's ask him that. Let's ask him that.
You have to make the tape fun, though. You want to get everyone excited and be like, oh, who's this douchebag coming into the villa?
Yeah, exactly. So then we had to say goodbye to Val, which I was actually really upset about. I don't think she got enough time in there, and I think she could have been such an asset to the show if she stayed longer.
See, I disagree.
Really?
I found Val super fun to watch, but I also disagree for 2 reasons. One reason, I feel like she was so good about putting herself out there. I feel like she gave it a chance with everyone. She took advantage of every moment she had there. Like, she made the most of it. She never looked like she didn't want to be there. Like, she looked like she was made for this. Like,
right.
So I think she did a great job because she was so good about, like, oh, I could do, like, she looked, like, outsourced every single angle there. Like, every little nook and angle, like, she was almost too smart for the show, it feels like. Because it felt like, for her, it became more of, like, how do I stay in a game? And maybe that's why she wasn't connecting with people. But it also felt like she didn't vibe with the girls that well. Like, maybe she's just a guy's girl, but it felt like watching it, she didn't connect with the villa super well. So I felt like something was off, and I'm wondering if maybe, like, she wasn't connecting with the villa as much. But it'll be interesting to ask her and kind of see her take on it, of whether that's just how it was portrayed on the screen or if that is how it actually felt or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I do feel like she was kind of off-kiltering the villa a little bit.
Right.
So I feel like if I had to choose someone to go, it would be her because she wasn't connecting with anybody there.
Okay. Valid points. We will have to ask her.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we learned that we had a vote, apparently, that I thought was for the dates, but it's for these dates. 2 siblings are coming into the villa together as bombshells.
How fun. Is this a Love Island first for all of Love Island?
I
think so.
I don't want to say because who knows.
Yeah.
There's so many, but Bria and Chaz.
I love this twist.
This is so interesting.
It makes me so curious because I don't know if you guys saw, but I was getting ads on my phone, probably because I talk about Love Island all the time, but Love Island was casting identical twins, and I'm wondering if they settled for this instead. Are they twins or are they just brother and sister?
I don't know if they're twins, because I can't remember their ages. They said their ages.
Right.
but I do not know if they are twins. But I am so interested, like, this is probably why they did the kissing challenge this early.
Stop.
Because imagine
like trying to explain to them, don't worry guys, you guys will be skipping each other.
Like, yeah, that could get, the logistics could get a little twisted.
But I feel like the first thing you think of when you're like, oh, siblings entering the villa, how protective they will be of each other. And I think that's a question they will 100% cover in their intros. Like, oh, I'm going to be cool with the guys, but if someone screws over my sister, better watch out.
Like, wait, I kind of like that.
It's going to be like that.
I love that. Okay, everyone in the chat, I'm pulling up the chat now because we're done with our infographics.
Let me read the chat.
We got to get the chat. We miss you guys. I know, what am I balancing? Everything on. Okay, cool. Perfect.
The remote.
They're just siblings. Okay.
Did I just take it off AirPlay?
Oh, yeah. Where's the clicker? Oh, my God. Why does something always have to go wrong?
Oops. Where's the sound?
Okay. That doesn't need to be up there. Okay. I think it's muted.
Bria is older. Oh, 25 and 21. That's a big age gap.
25 and 21. Okay, so Bria's 25. Someone's saying 24.
Well, 24. Okay, but still, that's a big age gap. 3 years?
20. That's not that big. They were in high school together.
That's true.
Maybe they won't do that challenge anymore.
The ghost edit.
Talk about... Oh.
Oops, I just read that out loud, but... Oops.
We can't. You know what we can say, though? The villa is in Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah.
They announced it, like, on the thing. Yeah. I was like, not us being told it's a huge secret. Around it.
We're like, I don't know where it is. No, I put in the chat SB. Someone was saying, is it Santa Barbara? Is it Santa Barbara? And I put SB.
So Elizabeth leaked it.
I encrypted leaked it. But I didn't really. Are we getting Casa more this season with Peacock?
Of course.
Of course. Cannot wait for Casa more.
We were really hoping that they were going to take us to the Casa Amor Villa for the premiere party.
Oh, yeah.
But I knew that they would entrust us with their lives if they took us there. Also, we will be interviewing Val tomorrow, hopefully, so send in your questions. We'll be putting a question box, obviously, up on Instagram tonight. So get all your questions in. Give us some ideas of what you want to know. What did we miss anything? Anyone?
Sure no one's...
It looks like we've lost the nudie person today, thank God.
Oh, yeah,
thanks to Shaq.
While you guys are all on here, please like this video while you're on the live. It helps our channel out. Make sure you add us on Instagram, too.
Go listen to our podcast. Even if you don't listen to a podcast, can you guys just go give us, like, a 5-star rating on Apple, Spotify, anywhere you can find podcasts. We're pretty much there. We're a little hard to find right now because our podcast from last year is still showing up as number 1.
Being pushed.
So it's a new photo and a new little logo. And if you guys could go rate it and just write nice comments, I'm sure there's probably going to be some rude ones. But that would be amazing because it'll help us. And we're really trying very hard to get the podcast sound right. That's why we have all these accoutrements everywhere. And we kind of are gonna edit out some of the things that happen, like a microphone falling for the podcast. So if you ever just want to hear our lovely voices again because you miss us, go listen.
Yes.
On Google, on Spotify, on Apple.
We think too we are gonna start having podcasts that will come out that will recap not just Love Island USA, but it will kind of touch on some of the other reality shows, Love Island UK while it's still on. And a few other just like pop culture. The filler days, because we're only doing this 3 days a week. We'll give our insight on the shows that we miss. Because sometimes it is hard talking about 2 episodes in one. It's just
there's a lot to remember, and our brains are old.
There's a good question in the chat from Zoned Out Shaquille O'Neal. Do the Islanders have to tell the producers who they're picking? Yes, you do. Yes. So they do know ahead of time. So Andy did not spring that on the producers. They fully knew before that was going to happen.
Yeah, that's why the way that the Islanders stand up when they're getting ready to couple up, there's being pauses told
because you're being told, yeah.
Yeah, they're being told by production who's going next. Mm-hmm. So they always switch it around so they know that drama will be happening and that they can leave you on a cliffhanger for the next episode.
Yep.
Did we see a preview of anything? I don't think we did because they probably had the day off, so they're shooting today.
Yep. So there's no episode tonight, but Tuesday there will be an episode, so I bet the first look will come out tomorrow. And
I hope they do some fun stuff tonight on the app.
I'm sure they will. And it'll be a good first look. Maybe they'll give us the first look tonight.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, that's our housekeeping. That was on the syllabus that we needed to let you know. Mm-hmm. Shaquille, you get an A+ because you have now become the moderator of our chat, which is unbelievable. We love you.
So all the talk about not knowing who they would pick until they stand up to the fire pit is a lie? It's like up until right before you film it. So like they might not know their choice, and then right before they film it, the producers like will pull you aside and be like, I need to know who you're picking like right now.
Yeah.
So like sometimes they do have to make that last minute decision, but the producers know just like seconds before the camera knows.
Exactly. It's not like
and
it's
the group does not know.
No, it's not. They pull you out and they have like a conversation with you, and if you're in between two people, they'll help you decide probably which one's more controversial. Sorry. Love you guys. Any other interesting questions?
So Isaiah would have had to know. No, he wouldn't, because he wouldn't know what Andy had said.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could have said that they're picking the same girl. And then they don't, when they stand up and someone's already picked their girl, they're like, well, I guess I got to pick someone else.
Yeah, Erica wrote you a nice message, Alex, you should read. But yeah, so to confirm, the other contestants do not know who the other people are going to pick, that just the producers know. Whoa, we can't speak.
Erica, thank you for that nice message. If you haven't watched my YouTube video, go watch it if you're bored. It's 30 minutes long of me ranting, but... so I guess...
I feel like that's it.
That's about it.
Thank you guys so much for coming to class. Like this video again, please. Subscribe to our channel.
Only 13 likes. Let's get it up.
Come on, guys. You got this.
We want 1,000 people in the chat.
Yeah, there's 134 people in here right now. So I better see that like arrow getting clicked right now. But we love you guys so much, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Yes, we love you.
Bye.
Wednesday, 3 p.m.
Submit your questions on Instagram for Val.
Yes. We will post it once Elizabeth's phone starts working.
Thank you, babe.
Bye.
Goodbye, babes.
Bye, babes.